Hello everybody and welcome to the next rendition of the Battle of the Week. Today we will find the answer to the question, who let the dogs out? Spoiler alert, it's Shpantz. So, after some training, Shpantz decided to, the dog handlers, the war dogs, are a little underpowered. Let's have a party of just war dogs and see what happens. Since I didn't have war dogs, I instead brought Triari because, well, I wasn't in the mood to really pay attention to the game. Here we see me getting shot at, and our 9 war dogs decided to deploy right by the hills of Rubicon, and here they are advancing. They see these spearmen, and of course they will retreat right behind those disconnected elephants. For whatever reason, a lot of people in our opponent's team has disconnected. Let's see how this goes. So they released the dogs and intercepted those spears, and as you can see, they are doing pretty decent damage, but now we cannot see that because they're gone behind the fog of war. Now if we have these dogs, just these cavalry waiting around here, waiting to get bit, which is weird. Why would you do that? Here you see dogs getting their asses kicked by the units that they were supposed to be countering. Not much of a counter there. And here you see us somewhat holding the line in the middle. Well, let's see how much we can do over there. And of course we have managed to intercept their archers right here. Not very good charge, but it buys us enough time to get them from the back. Just look at these doggies adorabilizing the enemy's faces. It's a little hard to see though. Man, these dogs are really dark and blend in with the environment. That should be one of their features. Here you see the handlers are getting shot at by the archers. That's the interesting thing about the dogs, is that you're practically got 2 units. So you can use the handlers to flank. And that's exactly what they're doing. Flanking the cavalry over here. And the other dogs are hitting the guys in the back. Just look at all this damage. And here they have them flanked. 2-side flank and a rout. Now they're flanked on all sides. The rest of the dogs are trying to escape from the elephant, but that will not be sufficient. And boom, they got charged in the face by the light infantry. That is not very good, but then they're getting their faces chewed off by the dogs. Now of course the elephants do some pretty decent damage against these dogs. Don't mind me, I'm just over here holding the line. Nothing major. It was kind of boring, really. But look at the stuff over here. We've got some dog-on-dog action. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. So thanks to the matchmaking, we also get matched against other dog handlers, but of course not that many. I mean, 4-man team with 3 out of 4 people being dogs. Yeah. And so we have the enemy that gets separated. They've finished their work over here, and now they're pushing towards our own dogs. Now, of course, we're playing with a pretty big handicap, dogs being the way they are. And as a result, we're kind of in a close battle. I don't think we've got anything to take care of those elephants except our elephants of our own. Fortunately, the enemy elephants got separated, so our united elephant front will be able to take care of them. The question is, where are our elephants? There they are. So we've got a 3-on-1 elephant action going on, and now we will see why you want to keep our elephants together. Boink. That elephant is dead. Yeah, had the enemy didn't have so many people disconnected, we probably wouldn't have won. And here you see me just getting flanked by the remaining dog handlers. Dog handlers aren't even good against themselves. Of course, they shouldn't be. What am I even saying? And here we see them tanking against the infantry, the unit that is countering them. What are you doing, guys? Dexters, get your shit together. I'm probably gonna be hearing about that a lot, but Here we've got our infantry and our spears fighting against spears and an elephant. Not exactly the best of matchups for us, but our elephants are doing some really good work over here. So our dogs, being dogs, kind of running away, but we managed to snag the advantage, 180 to 120. And thanks to the vengeance that our infantry had, we did some really good damage on these elephants. And now we're fighting against the remainder of their forces. Their forces are separated. That's the important thing. You can have all the superiority you want, but if you're separated, none of that is gonna count. And just look at these elephants just tearing through the enemy lines. Enemy just can't do anything. Boom. Do we even have any dogs left? Yep. These are the only dog handlers that are left. Poor dogs, they get countered by just about everything. I don't think they even win a head-to-head fight with pikes. And again, I might be wrong on that. I mean, they have to counter something. But yeah, this battle was mostly won by these elephants right here. And that's the situation. Like right now, elephants are a bit overpowered as a result of constant nerfs to their counter, such as artillery, skirmishers. So when you nerf a unit's counter, as indirectly you end up buffing that unit. And here we have at least a unified front. See, the handlers are pretty fast. Not as fast as cavalry though, but still. Let's speed things up a bit. You've got Armenia's dog handlers, and they are gone. However, we've got a full unit of infantry over here, completely blobbed. Why would you blob your infantry? Everybody, if you're gonna use infantry, never blob your infantry. There's no reason ever for you to blob your infantry, ever. Like, the only time I can ever imagine you might need it is if you're passing through like a very, very tight spot, like in Gregovia or something. Other than that, there's literally no reason to do it. And had the flanking system been any decent, this position right here would have been a rout and we would have lost that battle. Like, I don't know what this guy was doing. I guess he was AFK the whole time. And now our elephants are coming to help, but had the flanking system been working right, he would have been surrounded on all sides and lost his vengeance. And even that does not help when you're such a... Like, just look at this. You're covering so much less of an area than you normally would. This is why you do not blob. You would end up... Because when you don't blob, you cover so much of that area. And you're able to pose threats everywhere. And boom. These foxes know their only hope is to flank. Actually, they don't have a hope. It's just, you know, a slaughter at this point. But yeah... Guys, if there's one thing you want to learn, dogs are underpowered, elephants are great, and the infantry, just don't blob those. Well, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.